Okay, so the lift does lock into place, just in case the hydraulics fail, but I always like to put a couple of jack stands there as well if I'm going underneath the car, just to be on the safe side. I don't really bother if I'm just working at the side of it, but I don't really want to get flattened by a car, so just a couple of jack stands here, and that will obviously, this moves down, this moves straight down, so with these under there, it just prevents it from moving. So I've never had any issues, but just good to be on the safe side. So I'll just grab a light somewhere. Had one a second ago. Have two of them. Okay, really need to tidy my garage again. Is it up here somewhere? Okay, I'm gonna cut and then come back in. I bet you could all see the light, it was sitting there. But anyway, I've got it now, and I've just grabbed this creeper. Good to see that there's no oil on the floor already. It's been sitting here overnight. And stick this light on so you can see better, and so can I. Okay. That's just water from the road there, and muck. And maybe a wee bit of oil there. I'll really need to clean it off properly and have a look. That's all nice and solid. Bottom arms look pretty new, and this has all been coated. Some people freak out about this and prefer the car just to be paint free underneath, but unless you're planning on only using it on a sunny day, I mean, right now I live in Scotland, so the weather is not the best. You really want to have some underbody protection, but I mean, I'm only pressing it with my finger. I know I could hit it with something harder, but it really does feel nice and solid, so that's awesome. I'm just going to skip round to the back, just have a look at the boots and things. So yeah, that looks okay. Yep, I mean, it has just had an MOT recently, but as you know, unfortunately, some MOT testers are a bit more lenient than others, although some of them are over the top. And also, unfortunately, there are still garages doing MOTs that haven't even seen the car. But that's obviously not the case here. There's the engine that is now, hopefully, in the red one. So that was the 74,000 mile engine that I picked up. Probably before I start on the red one, you'll see it in the video, but before I start on that, I'll probably do a compression test on that. The plugs have apparently only done 50 miles, so but obviously I'm going to pull them out and check. This is not crusty at all. This has obviously been well looked after. A little bit of corrosion on the straps, but you know, that's purely just surface rust. Do you know what? I was under a Fiesta ST that I was doing some work on for the MOT last week, and this is in much better condition underneath. And that's not to say anything bad about Fiesta STs. I've bought and sold quite a lot of them, and I think they're great wee cars. Is the ST150, the original one. I actually worked for Ford when they were still new, so I've also sold quite a few of them through a main dealer. But I tell you what, this is in better condition. That's awesome. I didn't bother looking under it or anything. That's just a heat shield. I didn't bother looking under it or anything when I was buying it, because I bought it on eBay, and you know, if you win it, then it's yours, unless, you know, obviously you go and it's completely not as described. But don't be that guy that buys a car on eBay and then tries to knock more money off it, or you know, just tries to pull a fast one or whatever. So I mean, I started it up and sat in it. I didn't even test drive it. You kind of get a sense of people after dealing with people for a while through car sales and other things, and you know, the guy seemed pretty genuine, or really genuine, so I was quite happy. So there we go. Exhaust looks pretty new as well, so that's really fantastic. I'm so happy with this. It's really great that the engine runs well, because I was thinking 199,000 miles, I might need to do some engine work, but it's already had the top end done. Bottom end's nice and quiet, so gonna give it a really good service. And Mark II 16 valves are notorious for being chappy when you start them up, and this one is just the same, although it didn't really sound chappy when I started up in the garage. But there is a particular type of oil that I put in my first one that I'm going to put in this, and that should stop that from happening at all. Tires are good as well, and obviously I made sure that the wheels that I got would fit these tires, because there's loads of tread on all the tires, and I don't really want to fork out for tires if I don't have to. They're not my choice. They're Barham or whatever. I would always put Goodyear Eagle F1s on something like this. Any fast car I've had other than the Porsches, which need something like Pirelli P0s, basically N-rated tires, N3 or N4 or whatever. Apart from that, I've always put F1s on my cars. The tread patterns changed quite a lot since the first ones I put on one of these, but they are still very grippy. They're really impressive, so there's a recommendation if you're thinking about what kind of tires to get. Okay, so there we go. We've had a good look underneath it, and yeah, that really couldn't be a better result. So as much as I would love to get stuck into this now, there's other cars sitting that I need to do first. Let me just switch back over. Yeah, so as much as I would love to just get stuck into this now, I mean, I can't wait to, you know, just to do the bits and pieces that I need to do. It's not a lot of work, and it means it's just all done, and I'm waiting on a few bits for this as well, so it does make sense. I'm also waiting on the V5. Unfortunately, for some reason, it wasn't up for taxing it with the new keeper supplement, so I'm going to need to wait for the actual V5 to come through. But as it's all computerized now, it shouldn't take too long. So anyway, I'll look forward to, I'm just waffling, I'll look forward to getting back onto this, and just being able to put it back to standard, and then be able to drive it and enjoy it for a while. That'd be great. And it's working, so that's one thing done. If you saw me laughing during it, then that's because I was turning the bolt the wrong way, or the nut the wrong way, which is pretty much a rookie mistake, but I'm surprised at how often I still do it. So what I'm going to do now is going to show you the alloy wheels that I bought for the car, and I haven't seen them yet, so hopefully I like them, and hopefully you like them as well. Then what we're going to do is go down and get them fitted to the car, and then bring it back up, and then we are going to tackle the phase one on it, which is the things I talked about in the last video, just minor things and a little bit of paintwork, a little service, just to get the car looking okay and running all right for running around in just now. I have just bought a third one of these, so yeah, I really need to start getting cracked through them. So it looks like I'm going to be working on Mark II Golf GTI 16 valves for the next few months. Anyway, we'll see how it goes, and I'll let you have a look at the wheels now and see what you think. Okay, so let's have a look at these wheels that I got. I haven't actually seen them on a Golf, but I did see the picture online, and I just kind of figured that they should be kind of similar to ones that you might see by a well-known manufacturer. There we go, what do you think of those? I think that they should look quite good. As I say, they are very similar to wheels that you would see by a well-known manufacturer that were put onto Golfs in the 90s and since then. So we'll take it down and get them fitted, and I'm absolutely sure that they're going to look a lot better than those. I get what somebody was doing. They were trying to make this look like a G60. I'm not really into the whole trying to make a car look like something it's not. If you want the real one, then just get the real one, or just be true to what it is. Everyone's different, but that's my kind of take on it. You maybe noticed as well that I've cleaned up the garage and kind of moved everything around. It was kind of really tidy to start with, but then as I've just had to buy more and more and more and more and more tools, there really wasn't a place for anything, so I ended up getting some shelves, and as you can see, things are much better organized, so I won't waste as much time looking for things. And I think we're going to get some shelves for the other corner as well, because you can see it's kind of still a bit busy up top there, so things are laid out pretty well. So yeah, I just need to move that engine into the car preferably, and I'll be able to get some more shelving up in the corner. So I'm gonna go down and get the wheels fitted, and then I will do a video when I get back to let you see how they're looking. Back again from getting the wheels fitted, and I'm really happy with the result, so I'll let you have a look and see what you think, and hopefully you think that they look good as well. There we go. I think that they suit the car really good. Haven't put any center cap stickers on it yet. I'll work out what I'm going to do with that. Obviously, I'll give you a walk around of the car outside once we've done all the little bits that we're going to do today and probably tomorrow. But for me anyway, they look a million times better than the G60 steel wheels. What a difference. And the old ones are in the back. Probably not going to put them up for sale, because I might end up chucking them on something else. If the budget's kind of tight or something, then it might be good to have a set of wheels there. The red one just now has, I think, a mishmash of different wheels, and they're 14 inch as well, so I probably would like to buy some new wheels for it as well, but it needs an awful lot more than this one, so probably good just to keep them in stock just now, just in case we need to just fire something on them. Obviously I would get them refurbished, or refurbish them myself, probably quite easy ones to do because they're nice and flat. But anyway, I'll stop waffling on, and what I'm going to do is probably start prepping for paint, because I'll need to take the rear lights, or I'm as well to take the rear lights out and stuff, so there's not much point in putting the new ones in and then having to take them back out again. So I'll get sorted out for that, move the car forward a bit, and then we can have a go at that.